Hello folks, Heretical Hermit here with another project I've been working on for a couple of weeks, and it's got me a little bit stumped as to how to proceed. But what it is I'm using the chloralkali process, and what I'm trying to do is combine the hydrogen and chlorine directly into hydrochloric acid here. This is a tube with a cotton wad stuffed in it at the end. Now, the chloralkali process separates salt water actually, into chlorine and hydrogen, which is often always piped off separately, and then if you need hydrogen chloride, they combine them again later. I just want to combine them directly. And the way that operates is that when hydrogen and chlorine are mixed and sunlight hits them, usually ultraviolet radiation actually, they either explode or combine into hydrogen chloride, and that's why I've got the cotton there to keep it from exploding, but more to just kind of filter it out into little bubbles that will combine and turn this into hydrochloric acid. Well, it's not really working real well, and I'll show you what else I've got on the inside there. Okay, I've got carbon rods that I've attached wires to, and I have coated these wires with various things, including melting rubber onto them to try to insulate the copper from the reaction. And these are basically stuck inside tubes like that, right next to each other. And the idea is that the chlorine and hydrogen will go off and then be recombined outside. Well, every time I've done this, the positive lead has been eaten away. It doesn't matter what I've put on there to try to insulate it, and sometimes the carbon rod itself has even been eaten away. So I'm trying something else. What I've got here is a water filter that I've drilled a hole in so that I can run wires and hang my carbon rods, and they are stuck in here so that the insulation part that I put on there is above the water and therefore isn't being affected directly. And yes, that is chewing gum sealing everything up. I'm working with what I've got. That's all I can do. That should let both of the gases come out through here and out here and then on outside. I can put a light behind it and see both gases are bubbling like crazy. Okay, but the volume in here is not changing. The volume out there is not changing except for by evaporation. And there are no bubbles coming out outside. So what I'm thinking is one of two things. Either this is, it's somewhat translucent, and it is either letting in enough sunlight that it's causing the reaction to happen in here, and the chlorine and hydrogen are just recombining in here and staying in here, or maybe even here in this tube or that tube. I'm going to tape them up and try and see if that makes any difference. But if not, my next step is to take this one and replace it with a solid one that is not clear. It's going to suck because I can't see what's inside and what's going on, but after that, if I can't get the process to work, I'm going to have to set it aside and think about it for a few months and do a bit more research on it and see why nobody on the internet seems to have tried combining the hydrogen and chlorine directly as hydrochloric acid instead of the ways that are commonly done. Hey folks, it's your favorite Heretical Hermit here, just to remind you that if you like seeing the content that I'm making and want to see more of it, all you got to do is like and subscribe. And always remember, may you never hunger, may you never thirst, and may peace be with you.